Too.
Let's just move on. The news at 6 starts right now.
Okay.
Live from the local station, News 4 JAX starts now.
He led the Diocese of St. Augustine for more than 2 decades, touching countless people in our community, remembering Bishop John Snyder and the legacy he leaves behind.
And the 68-year-old woman faces serious charges after police say they found powdered fentanyl in her purse. The prison time she could be facing.
A consumer alert for those of you who play Words with Friends. You may want to change your password. Information hackers may have gotten their hands on. Hey, at 6 o'clock, good Wednesday morning. Or Tuesday. Is it Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
You're good, yeah.
Sometimes I just don't know.
Jury deliberations starting again, and the fraud trial against Reggie Brown and Katrina Brown, why they say prosecutors have not proven their case.
After a woman was hit by a car, a lot of you contacted us about people speeding in one particular neighborhood. What we found when News 4 JAX cameras went there.
And he said he wanted to test the system. That's what a man told police when they caught him on a school campus. How failures in that system allowed him to simply walk into a class.
You're watching Channel 4, the local station. Live with Melanie Lawson, Bruce Hamilton, Time Saver Traffic with Lena Pringle, the Weather Authority Forecast with Richard Nunn, and Traffic and Breaking News with Sky 4. The morning show continues.
Hey, good morning. Appreciate you joining us. Hope your day is off to a good start.
Really?
A former Dallas police officer could learn how long she'll spend in prison for shooting and killing her neighbor inside his apartment. The verdict, a bittersweet moment for the man's family.
My life has not been the same. It's just been like a roller coaster. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat. It's just been the most terrible time.
Amber Geiger said that she thought the man was an intruder, confusing his apartment for hers.
A report classified as a bombshell. The New York Times claims President Trump considered shooting migrants and electrifying his border wall. The Oval Office discussion to be highlighted in a new book by Simon & Schuster.
Suing a tabloid, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle fighting what they call lies about the Duchess. Harry writing in a scathing letter that he is worried history is repeating itself.
A new development is coming to a busy intersection in St. Johns County. We have details on the project. County commissioners approved unanimously despite concerns from the community.
Live from the local station, the morning show starts now.
A former Dallas police officer who shot and killed a neighbor could learn her fate today. Amber Geiger's sentencing hearing will continue this morning. She spent the night in jail after she was found guilty of murdering Botham Jean in his own apartment.
Geiger says she confused their apartments, thought Jean was an intruder in her home. Prosecutors arguing there was enough evidence that it was clearly not her apartment. Good morning. Jean's family and their attorneys say they consider this a win, not just for themselves, but for the entire country.
You're watching Channel 4, the local station. Live with Jennifer Waugh, Bruce Hamilton, Melanie Lawson, Stacey Spanos, Time Saver Traffic with Lena Pringle, the Weather Authority Forecast with Richard Nunn, and Traffic and Breaking News with Sky 4. The morning show continues.
Coming up on 8:30 on your Wednesday, taking a look at the beach cam. By all counts, going to be a pretty day with temperatures a little bit higher than they should be this time of year, but hey, it's Florida.
Developing right now, police say a woman tried to rob a bank, but she says she didn't want to do it. New at 5, who she says forced her to pull off the heist and what happened when an alarm went off. Plus, fighting for recovery from a horrible crash, a teenager's mom revealing his uphill battle after his leg had to be amputated.
He had a terrible breakdown.
We're tracking some pretty good downpours, St. Johns and Clay County. What next for the weekend forecast?
It's a busy news day in Jacksonville. Let's get to News 4 JAX at 5. from the local station, News 4 JAX starts now.
4 people in custody being questioned by police about an attempted robbery at this SunTrust Bank on Lane Avenue on the west side. We're still waiting for police to release surveillance photos from inside the bank.
They tell News 4 JAX reporter Scott Johnson that a woman walked in, handed a note to a teller, which said she was being forced to come in and rob the place. Scott joins us live outside the bank to tell us how this crime was foiled. Scott.
Live from the local station, the 10 o'clock news starts now.
This 68-year-old woman is out on bond tonight after police say she was busted trafficking fentanyl. We're told during a traffic stop, 4.5 grams of powdered fentanyl was found inside Victoria's Heights purse.
And News 4 JAX reporter Eric Avanier joining us live to explain how she was caught and what she has to say about her arrest.
Well, Ken, 4.5 grams of powdered fentanyl may not seem like a lot to most of our viewers, but according to my law enforcement source, that's more than enough heavy narcotic here on the street to kill several people by accidental overdose. That is why I wanted to speak with the suspect to hear her side of the story.